We got to start saying to these politicians, whether Republican or Democrat, it doesn't matter who they are. Here's the deal. I don't care what you think about abortion. I don't care what your position on abortion is. I don't care what you feel about abortion. I don't care what you believe about abortion. None of that matters to me at all. Right. Here's the only thing I want to know from you. Do you believe that the unborn child is a person? And if you do, what is your plan to return legal protection to every one of these children? That's all I want to know from you.
Right, right.
And I don't want to hear anything about, oh, we've got to do things to reduce the need for abortion, or we've got to reduce the teenage pregnancy rate, or we've got to create a culture of life. I don't want to hear any of that touchy-feely, warm, fuzzy nonsense anymore. That's not good enough. I want to know if you believe they're a person, and if you do, what is your plan to return legal protection to them? If you don't have a plan, just say so.
And I can tell you what a lot of them out there saying, because they're saying it already. Well, the only thing the president can do is select a Supreme Court judge.
That's not true. That's a lie. There's all sorts of things. If you had the right president in place, they could end this thing tonight. But we let them off the hook. We let them tell us what they believe, what they feel. Right. And let me tell you how...
They tell us what we want to hear.
They tell us what we want to hear. Every 4 years, they come around and they kiss us on the ear and they tell us how much they love us. Right. And then we don't hear from them for another 4 years because we let them get away with it.
Yeah. And babies keep dying and women keep dying and being injured.
Until the time comes that we stand up and say to these guys what I said a moment ago. I don't care. It's not going to make any difference. 8 years of Ronald Reagan, he went in, abortion was legal right up to the moment of birth, for any reason whatsoever, for no reason whatsoever, by a girl of any age, without parental knowledge, without parental consent.
Paid for
with tax dollars. He came out, the same thing was true. George Bush 41 goes in under those conditions, he comes out under those conditions. George Bush 43 went in under those conditions, he's come out under those conditions. Until we get serious with these guys.
You forgot Bill.
Well, but...
until it went down during that time.
Yeah, that's right.
But another contributing factor, if you just look at the Republican Party, the majority of Supreme Court justices sitting on the Supreme Court in 1973 were appointed by Republicans.
Of the 7 who ruled on Roe versus Wade, it was a 7-2 decision. Of the 7 who voted for it, 5 were appointed by Republicans. We've got to get beyond this nonsense, and we've got to decide: are we serious about this? And I don't care. I don't care whoever it is. Until they come up with a plan and say, this is what I'm going to do to return legal protection to the unborn.